Straight from the streets of 1989 Gotham comes the Caped Crusader's whip of choice, the Batmobile. Let's take a dive into one of Dark Knight's favorite tools of choice for his fight against crime. Welcome back, everyone. It's the same bat time at the same bat place. I'm Scott, here are the bricks. Now here's the review. Today we have LEGO 76139, the 1989 Batmobile from, you guessed it, Batman 1989. Released in 2019 with a sale price of $200, this set retired in 2021 and now goes for a pretty huge fucking penny. I've seen prices for about $300 used to about $400 and $500 brand new. Now for $200 you get 3,306 pieces. That includes 3 minifigures, and if you're like me doing the math, that's a pretty damn good deal. $200 for 3,000 pieces is simply bat-tastic. Designed for the 1989 Batman film, this Batmobile was conceived with help from both comic books and real-world car influences. Painted in all black, it has a menacing prowler appearance, which is built on a Chevy Impala chassis. It is powered by a jet turbine engine, which is performed by the Chevy Impala motor. And to give it a real kick in the ass, it comes with a rocket booster, which is really just a gas fixture lit on the fire at the end of the car. Mixing these practical and movie magic components together form a very iconic machine. Such an iconic machine like this makes LEGO designing a daunting task for those brave LEGO designers. For not only do they have to worry about their key audience, the LEGO consumer, but the Batman fan base that glorifies this car as well. Lucky enough for both parties, LEGO designers were able to do justice with this build. With that said, let's dig into the set. First off, this LEGO set is breathtaking. The LEGO designers responsible did a great job translating from screen to brick. Coming at 23 inches long and 8 inches wide, it's a proud display piece for any LEGO or Batman fan. Just be careful when it's on display. The black smudges easily, and the dust is your #1 enemy with this set. Well, with those dimensions in mind, as I stated earlier, no, it's not made in minifigure scale. The scale of this set is best represented in the highly detailed cockpit, so let's go ahead and check that out. Inside the cockpit, we have 2 seats done in dark bluish gray, antennas and a Technic piece for fun shifting action, and we have consoles adorned in stickers that fill out all the detail on the dashboard. And last, we have a functioning steering wheel, which is me pushing the front tires back and forth. That has a very lovely bat symbol piece right there, which is printed, by the way. Very fabulous. The cockpit is enclosed with a 12x12x2 windshield. That is very exclusive to the set. I wouldn't be surprised if this alone drives out the resale of the set, as we have seen with the Ultimate Collector Series Slave 1. The windshield does look amazing and slides open and closes just like the movie counterpart. I do think that the sliding mechanism is not the best because it does leave a slight gap and it is very loose when it comes out. It's not really attached that much. You only have these Technic rods, the axles right here holding it in place, but it's not the best when it comes to stability, and very much I think is the weakest part of the set and whole. Moving on to the front end of the car, we have some very beautiful curve work here that very much captures the mean, aggressive prowler look that this Batmobile possesses. The headlights, which are actually upside down Honda Civic headlights on the actual car, come in yellow, just as they are in the movie. The hood of the car is very sleek and very long and is surrounded by a wonderful curved fender on both sides. The highlight of this front end is actually not the jet turbine itself, for I feel that this jet turbine actually should come out a little bit more, or at least the tip of this is kind of more of a circumcised jet turbine. I think like this hood, the top skin should come out so a little bit more like it does in the movie, but it's actually the cavern deep inside of here which is encased. Now, I don't know if it's actually called the cavern, that's what I'm calling it, but the flat tile work here is insane and perfectly curved. It encases the turbine very well and is very masterfully done. This car is very Gothic by design and as well as Art Deco, and this curve work represents those influences very well. Making our way past the front end, we have the sides of the Batmobile. We have some fabulous rubber wheels and Bat logo hubcaps, which are printed pieces. The front wheels do turn, as shown earlier with the steering wheel, and in the center by the cockpit we have some gribbling and added details such as a grappling hook, exhaust for the jet turbine, and of course these massive, what I think they are air intakes right here, which are wonderful and they do collect some dust as well. The light bluish gray and chrome pieces here break up the cars all black and add some extra detail. Towards the back fenders, we have a stylized bat fins. Let's push it to the side over here. These bat fins are not perfect, but are a decent attempt to replicate the curved bat-like wings and protrude from the back of the car seen in the film. The scoped end pieces here are the saving graces, in my opinion. And lastly, we have 2 stickers of gas caps, which, if I remember correctly, are actually reused gas caps from some London buses. Lastly, I do believe these are projectile launchers. These are 2 printed pieces on the side, exclusive to the set as well, I believe. It was stated as studded, riveted pieces. I'm not sure. I don't think that's actual gas. I'm pretty sure these are the gas ones, but this right here. I do remember seeing in 1992 Batman Returns that this does shoot out at some of the Red Triangle Gang members. Remember correctly, that's what they're called. And that shoots out from the outside, so I believe that's what that is as well. My favorite part of this build would have to be the rear end. It has a very wonderful sloped back and has these black spoilers that go down the sides here, and they add a lot of tremendous detail. We have 4 exhausts on the back here, and those are topped off with minifigure heads all in silver, and we have 4 translucent tail lights, which in the film, those are actually Ferrari tail lights, which I think is kind of funny because it's a Honda Civic headlight and Ferrari tail lights. Lastly, we have the wonderful jet turbine rocket booster right here, which is cool. It does rotate, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Has a little encasing here with some nice flat work over on the side, and we have this coated with some, what are these, armor plating and dark pearl gray, or silver is what I call it. Gunmetal gray really is what that is, and it circulates a nice rubber piece with some Technic pieces right here. It is a fantabulous addition to the set and wonderful detailing, and you really got to get this rocket booster right for the tail end, because if you don't, you just don't nail the car. Let's dig into some of the Bat gadgets now, since we have seen the entire vehicle. When it comes to playability, you shouldn't really expect much, since this is a display piece, but this is a Batman set, of course, so there are some gadgets here to play homage to the film's car. But first, here are some that didn't make the cut. Cocoon mode, shin splitter, rotating riser, working grappling hooks, bomb dispenser, projectile launcher, oil slick, bat missile mode, exhaust afterburner, and holographic mirage display. But what does make the cut are 2 pop up and down Browning machine gun heads, which are wonderful. That's supposed to come off. The only downside is these have to be manually put back on. So you just kind of put these back down with the turbine, which rotates in the back, and you just put these back on right there. So, you know, once you blow your load, you really just have to like just wing it. But realistically in the movie, that's exactly kind of how it happens. So it does still stay true to the series, which is wonderful. Well, to wrap up this part of the build, the whole building experience was very memorable. Mainly because this was my first real Lego car that I actually built, so working on the drivetrain and chassis underneath was very exciting. And the icing on the cake is obviously the overall look of the car. Though I do believe working all black is annoying at times when it comes to color repetition and with placing pieces incorrectly, especially for building in a very dim room, which I was. Certain moments did shine through though, such as the front cavern and the rear end thrusters and the back plates. This took me about, if I remember correctly, about 2 days to complete, and during that process I was able to watch both Batman Returns and Batman from 1989, as well as The Dark Knight Returns, both parts 1 and 2, as well as The Return of the Caped Crusader with the late Adam West on, which is very good. Go check it out. It really did set the mood for this whole build. It does come with a wonderful display piece. This right here goes underneath it and is able to rotate the car, which is cool because the actual car should have a riser. Which is cool because the car should actually have a riser, which helps lift it up during the film. It is done in light bluish gray and simply just connects right underneath it, which is surprising because this car actually does have only a 6-inch clearance and does translate well to the car, so it does give a really well-needed boost. And as you can tell, as it just fell off from the plate, you do have a wonderful information plate for the sticker right here. It's loosely connected to the display piece, so it does tend to fall off sometimes, and it sits at a weird angle for you to read. But on it has a wonderful photo of the Lego Batmobile and some facts for the car, which is really cool. And that pretty much wraps up the main build. Let's go to the minifigures. So just like with the sister set, the Batwing 1989, we have a Gothic display set as well. And also just like the sister Batwing 1989 set, we have, of course, a Batman and Joker. Join this time with the lovely Vicky Vale and her brick-built camera. Batman figure is the same from the Batwing. No real reason to go in high detail about that. He does have that wonderful cape and cowl one piece, just like in the film, and he has his bat grappling gun this time, which is very cool. Joker here is in the film outfit and comes with 2 pistols. Awesome detailing on the suit itself. He is printed on the back and front of the torso, but none on the legs, just on the front and the legs, nothing on the back. He does only have 1 print on the face, nothing on the back as well, and he has a wonderful hat to go with it. My favorite part has to be the little flower on his jacket, which actually shoots out the acid, which is awesome. And over here with Vicky Vale comes in with a wonderful molded hairpiece, printed torso and legs that shape out her body very well. I like that little detail in there. And of course is a brick-built camera because she is a photographer. All 3 of these wonderful editions are best represented. All 3 of these wonderful editions best represent the characters in the film and are a lovely addition to the set. I especially love the Jack Nicholson Joker and his Joker outfit. I do wish we had Bob come with him, but instead we had the Boombox Goon instead. That's okay. I love it, and I just really enjoy having Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and I don't remember her name. I apologize. But Vicky Vale's figure as well. Just 3 wonderful minifigures to go with a very wonderful set. Wrapping everything up here, this set is phenomenal and is sure to put everyone into a Batmania once they get their hands on it. It goes great with the Batwing from the same year in film. They pair very nicely, and both of these are truly mind-blowingly awesome sets. And I cannot believe that we actually got these sets, especially from Batman 1989. I know they released them for the anniversary, but just to have them is truly amazing. And I got these from friends, actually. It was a Christmas gift, and the Batwing as well, and it was just wonderful to have them, and I'm very thankful to have them. And I wish I had another one, but that's okay because I'm going to cherish this one. It looks amazing. It's a great display piece. It's just, as a Batman fan and as a Batman 1989 film fan, it really ties in. And if you don't have these, go get it. They are worth every fucking penny you can pay for it. That windshield piece might make it go up in price, but that's okay. It's worth it. It really is. It's a truly big set. So this is Lego Batman 1989 76139. I know I already said that, but who cares? Thanks for watching. Thanks.